what were you guys for Halloween yesterday?
We were Death Clock.
The metal band from the show Metalocalypse.
Awesome.
It was pretty awesome. Do you have a pic on your phone? Do you have your phone with you?
I left my phone up front.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
We can shoot some B-roll later.
So you guys have any juicy stories from this tour yet?
Juicy.
Yes, juicy stories.
Between the band
like
or
Perez Hilton type of shit? Is that what you mean? Juicy?
Yeah.
I think some
Not
stuff's
from
happened. I
celebrity
can't think
gossip,
of any
not
off the
from
top of my head.
Concentrate.
Yeah.
You know, it's been pretty calm, actually. For, you know, considering some other things that we've had happen. This has been really calm.
I don't know. Stuff's
dig
happened.
deep, guys.
What happened?
Most of these other bands.
Do you guys play like pranks or any?
We're kind of old and boring now.
Okay.
And, there used to be times when we'd like light fireworks on people's vans and throw soup at them and stuff, but these days it's like, it's pretty mellow.
You don't want to waste food.
We're boring, huh?
I said you don't want to waste food.
No, you
Don't
know.
waste any food.
And now we're so concerned with the environment, we'd probably like throw the soup at the van and then have to go like pick up the
Clean
garbage.
it up.
You know, put it away.
That's awesome.
And then we saw, I think it was on your MySpace that you guys are going to be recording after you are done with the tour.
Yeah.
So what's that going to be like? Do you guys know when and who you're working with?
We do, yeah. We're working with Cameron Webb. He produced our Discovering the Waterfront album. And the last 2 records we've done in California, but this one we're going to do at home in Canada. So that'll be kind of a different vibe, and I'm looking forward to just kind of being able to chill at home when we're doing it instead of having to, like last time we were like right in Hollywood and there were a lot of distractions. So
Are there going to be any guest appearances?
I don't know.
It's hard to say. At this point, we're just kind of worried about
Our own
sure everything
appearances.
gets all gets in there and gets done. Got to.
I don't know. It actually might be harder to get any guest appearances doing it in Canada because there's not so many.
We have some great Canadian friends.
there.
though.
We do. I'm sure they'll you know, we're going to try to hook up 1 or 2, but again, we try to worry about ourselves first.
So, what do you want your fans to walk away with when they listen to your music? Get emotional, guys. Feel free.
I'd like them to feel happy. I'd like them to feel energized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, I mean, there's so much music. I mean, I guess you just want them to feel something, you know, and like,
Yeah.
people can use their, you know, take from it what they want to take from it or what they need to take from it. There's so many bands these days, it's like so sterile and fake, you know, and everything is just like not just scientific almost, and it's like we just want to get in there and just write music that, you know, we want to express ourselves playing, and hopefully people can take that from it, you know.
Cool.
How has the band evolved since you guys started playing together?
Got a lot better.
Hairier.
Yeah. Yeah. Older, hairier,
Yeah.
fatter.
Yeah, we've definitely all progressed as musicians and as people. I mean, the experience of being together all the time, living on the road, has definitely influenced our growing up, and I think we all have grown up a lot. We are a lot more responsible. Well, some of us more responsible, some of us less responsible, but we're all growing as people, which is important. But we've definitely grown as
Yeah.
musicians.
When we started this band, I was 19, and I mean, our bass player Bill was only 16. You know, so you know, now I'm 27, and it's like pretty much my whole adult life I've spent, you know, doing this band. So I think it's definitely been the one thing in my life that's been a constant. You know, so it's kind of crazy to think of it like that, but you know, it's always been there, and it's definitely shaped, you know, who I am, which is kind of crazy to think about too.
Or what kind of image do you guys want your music to portray to your audience?
Image. Do we look like we care about our image?
We're kind of one of those bands that doesn't really have any gimmicks, like image. Like we are who we are. We think, feel, and express ourselves. There's not any need for make up or costumes. Or
Except for last night, because it was Halloween.
Halloween, we'll make an exception, but I mean...
Well, today's the day after. You guys can feel free to be Death Clock again.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, sorry.
I didn't get rid of my little beardy thing.
I think I might still have some black shit around my eyes.
I didn't wash mine off either.
Yeah.
You look super metal.
No, but like, I mean, it's weird where we come from. Like, this whole image thing is like, is such a new thing, like, to me. Because like we grew up like, you know, image was for bands like Iron Maiden or Kiss. You know, it wasn't for like punk rock bands like that we, you know, grew up listening to. That was just like, you were who you are. You wore the clothes on stage that you would wear like anywhere. You know, that's just what
And
you
probably
did.
that you would sleep in, too.
Oh God.
Yeah, seriously, it's just, that's what it is. And now like these bands show up and they like, you know, you see them before and they're like putting on makeup and straightening their hair and it's, I mean, it's kind of weird, you know, for me, because that's just really not what I grew up with. But hey, like, you know, you look outside the line of all the kids and that's, I guess that attracts a lot of people to it, and that, you know, seemingly cool lifestyle or whatever. So I mean, that's fine, but that's just not something that we really care about too much.
It's interesting to me sometimes how embraced we are by kids that are really into like that sort of fashion of it, and we really have very little fashion to our band.
Yeah.
We just kind of do what we do. I think we do get a little bit of respect for that sometimes.
Yeah.
Someday.
And people are also starting to say that music scenes are beginning to die out and they're going to be replaced by the internet. So how do you guys think that your band is going to fit into all of that?
What do you mean exactly?
Well, they're saying that that music, all the different genres are going to start blending together, and there's not going to be really a unique sense of identity for the bands. And
Well, I think that's fine, and I think that's been happening for years. You know, I mean, even with our band, people have always had trouble classifying, you know, our music and our style and what we do, and that's fine with me because we take, you know, I'm a fan of all kinds of music, and I hope that you take something away from every type of music and put it into one, you know, style of music that our band plays. So, I mean, I think it's a great thing because when I was growing up, we would have, you know, I would go to a show on the weekends and there'd be like metal bands playing and there'd be punk bands playing and there'd be ska bands playing, and everybody was friends and it didn't matter, you know, everyone just was a fan of good music. And hopefully that'll come around where like you'll have all different bands playing together, like, you know, like a Warped Tour or something, and I think that's great. And I think that is a scene, you know, more than anything else.
Awesome.
Yeah.